Got it. And there's one that moves. It's the triangle shape one. Put it on YouTube. Zoom in on it yourself. I'll put it on YouTube. Go to YouTube and zoom in on that yourself. If you watch it directly from the YouTube app. I keep moving the camera because I'm turning my body because it's moving. I'm trying to, yeah, hang on, I'm trying to record this. I will. Should I go around the tree and try to keep recording it? Let me see if it's still visible. And there's the hovering sphere right there. That's not a star, and I've got proof of it. In fact, I'll post the proof in comments or video description on YouTube. I have it on video moving, including that very same one that appears right there, but it's by the cell phone tower. In fact, January 8th, look at that. I'll post it in comments or video description on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, go to video description. There's more. There's a lot more. Well, look at my whole channel and my whole page. Yeah, that's the hovering sphere right there. That's one of them. And there's another one right there. That's also not a star. Also not a star. And there's a few more. There's more than 3. You know, I remember in Iraq, I kept seeing something like that too. And I remember overhearing people, we were in the car one time with other people I was working with, and they were talking about it. I was trying to remember what they were saying about it now. I thought it was a drone. The one in Iraq I kept seeing, I'm back in 2008 to 2009. I'm trying to remember. It was, sometimes it'll hang lower in the sky than that even, like it did there. I'm trying to remember what they were saying about it. I don't recall. I know the one girl kept talking about how it was always there. I don't remember. Yeah, I think they've been around longer, I think. Well, I know the last few years they started appearing. It's like you can see above that stars, right? See, right there. Way up there, stars, probably. I don't know. Are those other orbs? I don't know, way up higher. But you know what? Those two could be. Those two might not be stars either, actually. Those two might not be stars either. And that's definitely not. But, and I know that's not. I got it on video moving. You all right?
Yeah, come on.
All right. And there's that green light reflecting. And where's the other one over here? Right there, is that it? That's like the same one I see going up in the morning that I record at dawn. That's not a star either. At nighttime, they just start glowing. Again, look at the videos in comments or on video description in YouTube. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that, what's that? What's the light? Look at the light reflecting. Sometimes I'll look like that when they appear. The big one. It'll catch you off guard because when it appears, it'll just look like a streak of light for a second, and then next thing you know, it's there. Like that one time back in February. There was one time back in February, shortly before I bought this new iPhone 16 Pro Max. In fact, there's maybe a phone that I can get even better than that. But before that, all I had was this piece of shit right here. And this was like, I don't think we even had this table sitting there yet. I think I had this phone sitting right here like that, I think. And then I was just standing here. What's that? Is that a comment on Facebook? Oh. And then I'm standing here, and suddenly, when it first started appearing, like a streak of light, kind of like that, and people had been flying kites over there. So I thought it was a kite at first. And I don't have that one on video particularly. It started like that at first. It was kind of like the one on December 1st, except it was big and round. And it was real low, and it passed right over. And by the time I realized that's not a kite, that's another UFO, it was like right here. And I'm watching it, and all I could do was just sit here and watch it pass over while my phone sat there. That same thing happened to me in December 15th, 2024 as well, but that was different. That was different. That was a different experience. This one, I just stood here and watched it pass over. That was back in February 2025. But December 15th, 2024, I had one of the most unique experiences I had. Actually, that morning, early between 4:30, right between 04:30 and 5:30. And that wasn't here at home. That was at another location where a family member has a farm out on some property, way out in, remote area. And we had a pyramid set up there too. I have videos from out there too. I wish I would have had this phone, phone at the time we spent out there too, because I saw a lot of UFOs out there too, including the big one. In fact, I was going through some of my old footage out there, and I think I got the big one on video a few times out there. I was looking at some of my videos and didn't even realize what I was looking at a few times. So yeah, I was looking at some of my old footage from out there at Nung's house. But yeah, I wish I would have had this iPhone 16 Pro Max when we were there too, and that first Calcutta trip especially, because that's where I saw the most stuff. That first Calcutta trip right around Thanksgiving 2024. In fact, we went to the beach. I probably would have did a better job with my footage from that first trip right after that we went to the beach. So by the time I got home and had a chance to go through the footage, it was like, yeah, a couple weeks later after the trip, So and that was when I was still using my old phone too, before I got this new one. See, of course, that's another hovering sphere. You okay there, hon?
Yeah, come on.
I'll order something here. You want to sit out here for a little bit? Maybe I'll see something else bigger and closer. Where'd the other one? Oh, it's still there, of course. And then that one, of course. Anyway, that's it. Me cut.